Hello everybody, and welcome to what I think will be the first part of my Sims 4 Decades Challenge. I don't think this will be like a full-on Let's Play. I think I'll probably just record like the main historical events and like main points in this family. So the Decades Challenge is basically, there are a couple different versions, but the basic one is that you start in 1890 and you progress through time until modern day, whatever point you end up finishing this challenge. So I plan to get to roughly 2021 if I finish it this year. Who knows? I'm using the set of rules that say that every day is 6 months, and so every 2 days is a year. So what I think I'm gonna do is I might have the year written on the screen somehow, if I can figure out how to do that, because I have no idea how to edit things. So there might be the year on the bottom of the screen. If not, I'm just gonna tell you it's early 1890. I haven't played yet. I've literally just built the house and put the Sims in it. That's... Hello? Okay. I'm gonna give you a sort of tour because I built this house, so I'm kind of proud of it in a way. So here's the hallway. These houses are sort of meant to be like houses that my family lived in during the time period. So yeah, so bit of context. So my family during this time were living in London and lived in these like terrace houses. And to be honest, there would be like about 3 or 4 families per house, and each family would just live in a room. But I can't really do that in The Sims, so we're just going to pretend that these people are really posh and they own the entire building. So yeah. So anyway, this is the hallway. It's got like some nice tiling when you come in, so you can like clean your feet or whatever. Here's the front room, or like the parlour, or whatever you want to call it, with the 2 Sims in it. We'll talk about that in a bit. Yeah, there's not much to say about the house really. It's quite basic. Here's the dining room, which is literally just a table and a fireplace. The kitchen isn't like a public space, so it's not got like the same like wall decoration. It's just kind of like brick, or like whatever you'd call this. This is all custom content besides this oven, but like these are all custom content because The Sims isn't meant to be set in 1890, so you need like custom content to make things look like that. Here's the outhouse. So in the time period, toilets were outside. Not outside, they were in separate buildings. But in the houses that I have seen from like when my family grew up, the outbuilding was actually attached to the building, but you accessed it through the outside. So you come out of the kitchen and then go out into the outbuilding. So it's technically part of the house, but also not really. I've also given them one of the woohoo bushes so they can go to the toilet if they don't make it to there, which isn't very Victorian of them, but oh well. Then upstairs it's all pretty basic. There's just the bedroom for the parents and any babies that they might have. Here's the bathroom, which is literally just a room with a bath in it, because from what I've heard from my family, you wouldn't have really had a bath room. You would have just had a bath that you would have put next to your fireplace, and you just would have you would have just had a wash in front of everyone else in the front room. So, but you can't do that in The Sims, so for privacy's sake, I've just given them an entire room for just the bath. And then upstairs, we've just got the toddler and kid rooms, because we need somewhere to put them. Also, this is the first time I've played this game since Bunk Beds came out, and I feel like they're going to be quite useful with the amount of children that they're going to end up having. I'm rushing. I haven't got much time to record this. So, yeah, so that's the house. Let me show you The Sims. Is this a good angle? Oh god, that's a horrific angle. Okay, we're gonna have to do a wall set this. It's fine, okay. So these are our Sims. Their names are Ethelbert and Louisa. They have middle names. Okay, so I did some maths, and I assumed that they would be roughly 21 at this point. They're newly married, so they'd be roughly 21. So I did the maths, so that means that they would have been born in 1869. And I googled names from 1869 in Britain, and it came up with a list of like very unique names. So I used them for my Sims because I thought the amount of Sims in this town that are called William and John and Mary, like, I want my Sims to be slightly different. So we've got Ethelbert Gus Patrick Thrasher, and then Louisa Karen Happock Thompson, now Thrasher. The Thrasher name, probably no one recognises this, but is actually the surname of my founder of my Sims 3 Leprosy. And I thought that this challenge could be like a sort of prequel to that in like a weird way. Obviously it's in The Sims 4, it's a different game, but to have these people be the ancestors of that family, because I've been playing with that Leprosy for 7 generations across like a year and a half now, or maybe 2 years, I don't know. It's been a while. So I feel like it would be nice to show their backstory and do the Decade Challenge, because I had actually done the Decade Challenge before on my old computer before it fried itself. I got to 1939, start of World War II. We had evacuees living in the house, the men all went off to war, and then my computer died. So yeah, we're starting again. Just pick an angle. Just pick an angle. Okay. So as I mentioned, this house is meant to be based on like a London house. My thought process for this is that the most of the challenges that I've seen, the most of the people who have done this challenge and the actual challenge rules that I found online are all quite American history based, which is fine because, you know, like most people are American who play this game, but I thought I'd do mine to be slightly more British history oriented, since I'm British and that's the history I'm more aware of. So there will be certain changes. Obviously right now it doesn't really matter, but once we get to like the 1900s there will be slight changes with like different wars going on and different like, historical events, but the general gist of the story is still going to be the same. Let me zoom out to the town. This like neighborhood is the one that I use a lot. I found this church on the gallery and I've used it literally every single time I do this challenge. I really like it, and I have my Sims go to church every Sunday. I don't think they might go today, I don't know. So it's just a thing like to show the declining importance of religion in British society over time, you know. Then down here is the little graveyard, which is empty because we just started, but there will be Sims here. And then there are these other houses that I found on the gallery, literally typing in 1890s houses, and these are other people's Decades Challenge houses. Like this one has a cow plant because some people use cow plants for the wars. So yeah, let me zoom out to like the world that I'll show you. So this is Windenburg. I'm using an empty town template, so everything, the whole universe is empty. So I literally went in and typed in 1890s houses and plopped down some around like the rural parts of Windenburg, and then I also typed in 1890s families. So there are random people from the gallery living in these houses, just mainly because we need more people living in the town than just literally my 2 Sims. So the entire population of the world is currently like 16 people, but that'll be fine for now. It's meant to be, I go back and forth of whether or not it is meant to be like urban London, like the house that they live in, or is meant to be like rural countryside. And I think as of yesterday they announced the new cottage living expansion, and I feel like that would be a good world to play in for this challenge. So whenever that comes out we'll be playing there, but for now we're in Windenburg. So yeah, and we've only got like a handful of lots that we can actually go to. We've got a library and a pub. These aren't meant to be historically accurate, but I went through and deleted all like the TVs and the stereos and stuff, so they at least could be historically accurate in a way. I've popped into Cast to just show off some of the custom content clothes that I've got, because I'm really happy with the way that these Sims look. Obviously it's difficult to get like historical clothing in a game that's set in like 2014, but like, she looks historic. I'm interested in fashion history, but I'm not like the most knowledgeable. Like, you could probably find someone else who would be a lot more aware of the historical influences of all of this. This isn't necessarily historically accurate. I can't really find anything in terms of like pajamas for them to wear, so she's just wearing this sort of white-ish thing. I know it's quite scandalous for the 1890s, but we'll just go with it. Oh yeah, I've got the swimsuit. I need to change their swimsuits. Okay, I downloaded some swimsuits recently. So yeah, this is like her summer outfit and her winter outfit. All nice. This is a thrilling gameplay, I know. A lot of his outfits are basically just the same outfit over and over again. Like, they have multiple like outfits, but they'd all look the same. So here we are. So yeah, that's it. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to be like a let's play. I don't think it will be. I think it will be more of just, I'm going to record when they like have a baby or if a war happens or something. But I mainly because I don't want to have to record every single time I want to play this game, because my anxiety doesn't let me record videos when there are other people in the house, and because of, you know, the pandemic, I'm not home alone very often. So yeah. Bye.